Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Gleipnir episode 6 and maybe 7, because 6 and 7 are both out, and then 8 will probably air, I think, tomorrow, because it's Friday today. But I'm going to start watching episode 6. I finished Revue Starlight relatively early-ish today, and have a little bit of time, so I'm going to watch a couple episodes of something, and I felt like Gleipnir, so that's what we're going to watch. Last week, or it was really a couple weeks ago, sorry, but a couple episodes ago, we met a new character and included them into our party, or brought them into our party, or annexed them. I don't know what the word would be there. Whatever. We got a new party member. It is a tall dude who initially started out as a bit of an enemy because they just want to fight everybody because they're a super duper hardcore traditional blood knight of a character. They're a gigantic, like, skeletal knight creature with gigantic blade arms, which is pretty nice and spooky, and also seems to have some, like, martial arts training and similar, so scary dude. But we do some outsmarting, we do some trickery, mostly at Claire's behest, and with the use of the giant revolver that the suit comes with, apparently, and get him to stand down and indeed admit that they're pretty cool and join their club, as well as defeat the very creepy looking Titan-like beast monster that came out of the forest, and threatened them very creepily and did lots of, like, tongues in places and seductive bullshit. Not seductive, sexual bullshit. It was gross. Yeah, so defeated him, totally murdered him, and then I have to clear this up because I made this mistake in the previous episode and people pointed it out, and I knew that it was a mistake, but whatever. I was kind of under the impression that the, like, beast titan creature, not beast titan, that's the wrong titan, little fucky titan creature that we saw was the boss, right? Because we see the boss, the guy who appears in the OP with the pointy teeth and stuff and the weird hair. I thought that was him, right? And so that's where part of my expectation that the thing was going to get up in that sequence where we were like, we're friends now. I was expecting, like, right? Because I thought it was the boss, and it was like, that was way too easy. But no, it was just an underling dude, and so it totally makes sense that Night Boy would murder it, and it would be fine. Still, the whole framing of the scene is really weird, and the way it's put together does, like, it's put together as though the director really intended it to be undercut by death of a character, but then that just doesn't happen. So it was a weird ending sequence, but that's okay. We have ventured into the woods. There are dangerous people here. We have found a new ally. We're seeking out tokens and information, as much as we can get of either, because we did get a bunch of information from Alien Boy, who told us some stuff that wasn't the most helpful, but was kind of helpful. And so now we're seeking more tokens, more power, and more users. What are we going to call them? Do we have a name for them yet? Do we call them monsters? Transformers? Animorphs? What the fuck are they? I don't know. I don't know if there's, like, a canon name for these entities. I would like to know. I would like to have something to call them. It would be convenient. But anyway, that's kind of neither here nor there because we got an episode to watch. So, just defeated the Titan dude. I assume that the boss guy is at some point on our trail, and we're going to end up facing off against him. I don't know how long-lived new friend Obro is going to be. I do kind of still get the impression that he might not be the most long-lived character, and might be here as build-up for a villain, which would make a lot of sense. We introduce a character who is pretty fucking strong and who our heroes only beat by the skin of their teeth, and then he becomes friendly to them and helps them, and his assistance is invaluable, and then he is unsummarily murdered by the actual villain who just, like, deals with him without even a problem. And then we realize, oh shit, this villain's serious business because we barely dealt with him and this villain totally dealt with him, so whatever. But again, that's all speculative and off in the future, and we'll see if it happens. So I think that is pretty much everything we need to cover. Let's dive into more Gleipnir. Alright, I've got episode 6 of Gleipnir up and ready to go. I'm using the horrible subs version because it's easy. Yeah, it's at 0 seconds. There'll be 2 versions of this reaction. Picture-in-picture version with the video up there, linked in the description. Time-based version up on YouTube. You want to do a syncing thing, you can do that. Just get your copy ready because the beep timer to count you down will be coming at you now. Hmm. Those are some weird powers. Hi. Hello. I'm sorry, what? Um, while the OP is playing, once we get a cut to a different color, that'll be convenient. That doesn't really work. But I'm going to go to the previous episode and make sure that I'm not missing something. Okay, that'll work. Okay. That should be where I've cut, because I use the switch of colors on screen and the light on me to figure out the cut point. I just went back to the previous episode because this opening sequence felt like it was out of left field, and I wasn't certain. I felt like I'd missed an episode or something. No, this is just the cold open. But the end of the last episode, we got the episode title coming up, which was Gatherers. So this makes sense. It's just a little out of the blue because it doesn't quite connect to what we had before. Oh, I guess Swordy Boy does show up in the OP. There's that one scene of him bringing the swords down. Maybe he's more important than I'm giving him credit for. So we're finding all the people who are on his phone and contacting them. No glasses. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, he is no longer an issue for you, bud. But I am. Info. Oh. Better. Okay, so this is, we cold open and then we jump back. Gotcha. Sure. Samba's our Blood Knight guy, right? Yeah, okay. But... Okay. Pretty helpful. Okay. Start playing this like a bigger game. Good. She seems too powerful to need to go gathering. Okay. Okay. So we're prepping for a kind of a war, maybe? I like the music in this episode so far. Beats me, bud. I mean, no, but... Unme, eh? About that, there are kind of two of us, and that's awkward. That would reveal our deepest secret. We have to show vulnerability to join the group. This is standard. Do it. You mean communicate between the two of you about it? Because she can't let them know that there are two individuals in there yet. That's the thing. Leaving Shuichi out? Because there are two of us, right? But he does. Sup? That's pretty unique. That's the girl from his school, isn't it? 100%. I just realized I saw the corners of her hair under her helmet. That's the girl, isn't it? It is. It is. It is. It is. I'm so convinced. Girl from school. I need to see her again. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Her frame is right. I'll give you the salute. Did Claire just lose a cup size or two? I think she did. Whoops. Protecting identities. Right. Something weird about that one. Ah, it's her. Yup. And that's her voice. Holy shit. Is she trying to... This isn't going the direction I think it might be. It very well might be going exactly the direction I think it is. By having horizontal tango with them? I'm going to assume that's a yes. Can he see more than others can? Because of his nature? Ah, that's him, okay. Did he see her when she was touching him? No, no way. Seems like a good call. Yeah, you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Sorry for the phrasing. I think it has something to do with how her power works. It seems like there's probably like a power in play. Sort of. Right. We're putting ourselves in a vulnerable situation by approaching you. He didn't. And she knows it. Her power sets a trigger. If you do the thing, yeah. Okay. Fuck. Fuck. That's bad. Can she specify any trigger, or does it have to be keeping a secret? Either way, that makes her such an invaluable member of any team. Oh. She would recognize Claire, though, wouldn't she? All right, laying it out on the line. And she knows. All right, what does that mean? No, what did we just get into? No. Be more careful, Claire. Ensure that they're enemies. True. Fair. This is about to get real creepy, isn't it? I'm expecting tentacles. I'm expecting lots of tentacles. That's the cause of... Huh. Oh. Oh. And eventually they betrayed the secret. The best friend did. And ruined your life. Because you had illicit relations with a... Yep. Oh. Oh, that'll do it. Interesting. In the image we got, it was man. Okay. And that's a vibrator over there, I think. I am a human, though. Gotta get in the mood. Ooh. She literally cannot say, can she? And now Claire can't reveal any of this to him. Is she about to take her mask off? Don't. Dude, it is really dangerous for you to have that kind of feeling toward another girl. And also, Takeuchi is kind of freaking the fuck out. Seemingly jealous. What's she gonna have him look for? It has her ID in it. It has her ID in it. Yeah, but what if he finds it? Could be worse. Ah, I must nobly help you. Let us go and find your wallet. I will accidentally see your real civilian identity and realize you are someone I know. Okay, I don't think it's the girl from his school. I may have been entirely wrong about that, I'm sorry. Shit. Uh. Uh. Alright. Yeah, but you're slow. Give her a piggyback ride. Running up a tree? Kinda. Hmm. Never done that with anybody, but, Yeah, it's a lot more intimate than you might think. Oh, that makes it worse. Oh, that makes it worse. And who is recording us right now? Oh, he is. Okay. Got it. Oh, boy. Why do I get the feeling this might backfire? Because she's not related to Elena in any way. And it'll all be recorded, so we'll see how this goes. The question is, will it just work? Or will something go horribly wrong? Well, she's in. Can they sync? Or whatever? This isn't as smooth as Claire's ability, is it? Not quite as in sync. Right. You can just chillax. Hey, thank you, placement of random strand of something. No, it's very different. Yeah, there's like a genetic link. How can you tell? Ah. No, she doesn't. Okay, so in a way, each of them is kind of cheating on the other, sort of, kind of. Was this actually totally unnecessary for the ritual itself? And she just wanted to fuck with you? Oh my fucking god, it was. All of that was totally unnecessary. And it'll strangle you if you fuck up. Bingo boingo. Ultra specific. Based on her circumstances, right? Elena had a clear vision of what she wanted for Shuichi, right? Still yourself, but with this ability. That's very scary, lady. She realized her name immediately, yeah. Cool. So now she has her own line across her neck, but a hidden one. Yeah, how's this gonna explode? And you're holding her panties. Okay, classic. That's fair. Oh, that's very scary. Oh, well. And strategic placement of weird things. Sure. And he continues following. Dude, is Takeuchi gonna snap? Ooh, just found that wallet. No. Aw, fuck. Ah, fuck. So we're gonna run into the real deal without Claire inside. Oh boy. That's not good. Hmm. Next time? Okay. That's quite a title, given that we're in a series that deals, like, centrally with changing forms and transformation. Alright. Alright. Okay, so I thought the wallet plot point was in a completely different direction than it actually is, and I really thought, I'm so stupid, I really thought that that girl in the helmet was like 1000% the girl with the pinkish hair from his school, and she's completely not. I thought maybe she had like taken most of her hair and put it up behind in the helmet or something, and that was going to be the reveal, and I was almost sad about it because I thought it was too obvious of a reveal, but then the reveal happens and it's not her. So, I guess I got baited and outsmarted. So, rip. Cool. Good job, show. I appreciate being baited and outsmarted sometimes. That's pretty cool. I would say the same for the whole, like, the sexual element of this ritual is necessary. Because it becomes pretty clear as soon as Claire actually questions it, is this what we actually have to do? And at that moment she goes, okay, I'll begin the real ceremony now. You fucking bitch. You fucking bitch. You crazy lesbian monster. That's really evil. Okay. Now, that said, I think I think this sucks. I think this cold open sucks. I think it's really stupid to have it. It's so bad. Please comment below if you were at all confused by the opening of this episode, because I was. It doesn't follow from the activity at the end of the last episode immediately, right? This is silly. I think this is silly. I think that anime production staff thinking that they have to have a thing before the OP is silly. There are lots of shows that don't. There are lots of shows that do both, depending on whether they have a good little thing to put here. This is not a good little thing here. It teases the existence of this group, but we have no context for it. In one sense, that makes us desperate for that context, which is then granted to us here as we move forward through it and come to the realization of where we are in the timeline. But it really didn't need to go this way, and having this bit here at the beginning, I don't think benefits the rest of the episode at all. I think it just breaks things up and is wonky. I don't like it. Okay, but what we're doing is we're leveraging the information that we had on Fuckboy's phone in order to join their group. Cool. So we kind of blackmail Takeuchi into that. Brought together by destiny, and we come across the hurdle. They want to have a pact, and we need you to be in human form to make it happen. We reveal some elements of our thingamajig, which is cool. And the fact that he's a Kigurumi and she goes inside. We split up. She takes her clothes off. We get real intimate with the camera work all over the place. Less intimate over here, more friendly. Honestly, I don't trust you. Damn straight, you do not. Oh yeah, wait. Hold on. There's, yeah. The fuck? She lost like 2 cup sizes. You see this shit? Cup size versus... Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Whoop. Nice. Nicely done. I assume that they're just doing it because the girl with the girl with the big boobs is in the same scene, so we're making that happen. All right, and then lots of strategically placed things over nipples occur, and then they occur inside his body too. That's fine. So all we really get is Takeuchi staring on in horror as Yoshioka interacts with Shuichi. Don't really know what to make of that at the moment. I don't really understand his position in this. I mean, I get the implication that there's a crush between him and Yoshioka and he's freaking out about that, but I don't really know. Maybe I'm just inferring something that isn't implied, which happens all the time. All right, what does she say here? Right. So she starts doing some veiled threat stuff. Would you actually go up against our group? Right, what if Takeuchi actually revealed everything to me? That's impossible. I put my thingamajig, my curse on him, and at that point we determine exactly what her power really is, and it is a super fucking useful one. Holy shit. Are you joking? Oh, any hero team would kill to have that power. Immediately you know if anybody is being traitorous or betraying you or skimming off the top or running business on the side or doing anything, you know immediately. It would be more useful if it just triggered an alarm and didn't instantly murder them so that you could figure out what the nature of the betrayal was and determine whether death sentence was actually like a legitimate punishment for it. But still, the ability to 100% safeguard information from leaving your group is awesome. That's so useful. So useful. So useful that it's actually ridiculously unbelievable to me that she would let only one of the members into the pact, because that member wouldn't feel like they were betraying the group if she told the other member any of the information that she had gained from them, right? She wouldn't feel like she was betraying them. So, but then he could go and tell other people without consequence. It's silly. If you have a power this absolute, you make sure it's airtight. 100%. Okay, so we go and get the phone, show her the picture of Elena. She immediately recognizes her and then gets in real close. Implies through her speech that sex is the necessary part of this contract. Also, there's just a vibrator sitting there in the corner because, yep, this is what this room is for. Okay. Cool. And in the meantime, Shuichi is having his own conversation with another girl as well. And Takeuchi is just stewing. Alright, so we go looking for the wallet. She reveals her animal nature, proposes that she get inside him, chooses to get inside him, gets inside him. It's real weird. Not the same kind of link up as he gets with Claire, which makes me think that there's a genetic element which allows Claire to pilot him when it was supposed to be Elena. They're close enough genetically, perhaps, because they're sisters, that the Kigurumi suit or whatever alien technology, like, runs it, lets her control the thing. And then the actual ceremony goes. So, hair thing, cuts your head off. Y'all's fucked if you betray us. Don't do that. And, interesting note, I had a very clear picture of what I wanted. I knew exactly what I wanted, and the alien obliged. Gave me my same form, same self, except now I have this power, otherwise unaltered, except for the mark, the cross. Okay, question about that. We know that Elena had that doll, right? The keychain? So she did the same thing? Had her own vision of exactly what she wanted Shuichi to be? A keychain? A doll, maybe? Maybe. Something to be played with? That seems like it might be the thing. All right, so it dissolves in a visual mirror to the line across Shuichi's neck, which is pretty cool. Pantsu, lots of strategically placed things and stuff. Yep. Takeuchi freaking out, and we find out exactly where her wallet is. And it's bad fucking news. So, we also found out a character's name. It's Subaru, and this character is male, which I didn't know. So we don't know who this is, the guy in the cloak. Or girl, it could be a girl, I don't know. But this character, Subaru, is a dude. And he is the one who manifests the giant, like, Buddha body, right? The double Buddha body, I think? I think that's what we see. Yeah. Whoosh. Whoosh. Boom. Boom. Alright. Does the order of those make sense? Hold on. Claire. Shuichi. Running randomly. Next villain is Kicking Lady. Sword Guy. Him. Yeah, it does make sense. I guess maybe the next episode we're going to start fighting with Subaru. Seems like it. The only person missing from the order would be Elena, and she's so heavily focused on throughout that it's like it makes sense that she wouldn't be ordered. Bum. Alright, that's Claire. Cool. Okay, I'm wondering what's gonna happen with Takeuchi and Yoshioka, whether he's gonna explode or like go to the other side or something. But it seems like Shuichi and his new passenger are on a collision course for the bad guys. And the only one who's in a position to maybe let anybody know that they might be in danger is Takeuchi, who I could see not letting anybody know out of spite for Shuichi, but I could also see letting people know out of caring for Yoshioka. So I don't really know what he's going to do, and I don't know what they're going to do. Cool. But we're following a scent trail to the wallet, and it's only a matter of time before that scent trail picks up elements of Elena, right? Because he can smell her. So, I don't know. We'll see. Until then, we're going to go further into the woods and see what we can accomplish. Cool. It's like, it's 2:45. I'll watch another one. Fuck it. Yeah, sure. I'm feeling energetic. I feel like I have time. I've got episode 7. I already downloaded it, right? Yep, I did. Good. Good job, me. Yeah, let's watch 2. Why not? So let me take a breaky thingy, and I'll do a syncy thingy, and be back in just a minute for episode 7. Peace. Alright, welcome back. We're good to go for episode 7. Last episode was pretty non-confrontational, pretty conflict-free as far as Gleipnir episodes go, so I'm kind of expecting to be thrown headlong into conflict in the next episode. Maybe some battles, maybe some Sakuga, maybe some cool stuff. Let's find out. Beep timer. Thank you, car going by. I appreciate that. Alright. Yeah, give me your deets. Give me them deets. Oh yeah, I don't actually know anything, sorry. Okay. Flashback. Flashback. Yuki. Sure. But she reached out. Uh-huh. Because she's such a good person. Oh yeah. I think it is important for color and bias. Sure. Right, it doesn't equal the Elena that you knew. But the Elena that you knew might have been a facade. You have to understand that people can mask themselves. But it is an interesting question. And if she were to meet Elena now, would she still believe that? Would Elena be good enough at keeping up the facade? Or is it more complicated than that, and it's not exactly a mask? I don't know, man. Or maybe she has a split personality? Nah, that's too weird. It's a writing flub too. I would be disappointed if that was it. I think it's more believable that she just had a limited perspective on who Elena was, right? She only interacted with her in those contained moments. Oh. Maybe Subaru is intentionally androgynous because the Buddha figure that he gets is half male, half female. And the lady mentioned that sometimes people having complexes about their physicality may cause the change, right? Huh. Why is that guy so familiar? Oh, you're that character. And she's the only one who has control. Cool. I can dig it. What does that remind me of? Of the two of them, Elena seemed the more compassionate. That's weird. Sure are. Sure have. Yeah. Run the fuck away. But he's saying I killed her when it was Claire who pulled the trigger. But still. Anyone would. Push a person far enough. It's not exactly the same thing, and we don't have time to worry about it. So we enter into the most dangerous fight we've possibly had, in the midst of emotional turmoil. Shit. Running time. Running time. That just turned into a spider. Okay. Turn around, and running time. But Subaru has the wallet and is split from the other two, so we just have to defeat Subaru. We don't really know that, actually. Yes. Let's try and calm the emotions now. Are you fucking stupid? Are you fucking stupid? I mean, yes, but... I guess that's +1 to the murder suit harem. Where's Takeuchi? Frita! Of course you are. Zero interest. Hey, buddy. Nope, they just hit it off. Yeah. Oh, he's back and he's not informed. Ha. Ah. Complex about it. Uh-huh. Shit. How's that gonna go down? I don't quite believe him, but okay. That's terrifying. Oh, geez, I couldn't tell if that... I like that. The music from 8:30 to 8:40, yeah. He's the natural fighter. Hmm. So she was lying to her because... Okay, gotcha. Yeah, and he's still freaking out. Shuichi isn't yet. Okay. Easy to say. Real easy to say before you actually face it. Subaru went one way. Sweet. Opportunity knocks. It won't, though, because he's way more powerful than you can possibly high. Whose voice is that? feeling Hunter x Hunter. I don't know why. Maybe it's because that reminds me of stuff. Alright, male and female, big ol' Oni. Way bigger than I thought. Oh, Jesus. And he's nude. Yeah, those are some nice words. Yoinks. Alright, you gonna level up right now? Or are you just gonna be turned into pulp? Father and mother, eh? And pulped. Bruh. Isolated. It's a pretty baller thing to say, bud. Claire's too good. Yep. You ain't shit. I need deets. I need info. It was easy. Yeah. I just happened to have an in. Look at that. Cup size up by like 3. What? What the fuck? Be consistent. Don't let that get your hopes up. Sure. And you're going to approach and find a crumpled mess. Or we're going to reveal that he made some kind of play. Did he make some kind of play? Move. Whoa. Metamorphosis. Becoming something that adheres to someone else, that becomes what they need, an extension of their power? Well, there wasn't 5 minutes ago, but something just changed. Okay, bye. Bye, creepy smoke lady. Head in that direction. Yep, Yeah, that's kind of expected. What happens when this power is applied to the real connection, though? The one with Claire. The one it's built for. Hey, background animation. Hey! Choreographing a fight. Small versus larges. It's a gotcha? Ooh. I don't know, dude. Wow. Sweet. Us. Hollow. Flip to the other side. And in the middle. Is it permanent? Is she a permanent addition to him now? Can they be split? Or was there too much damage? Inside to where the user is. Holy shit. Ow. Hi, buddy. How you doing in here? Feeling all safe? But... But that. Your power is needed. Ah, so there's a greater application of the power. One that's maybe limited? Why does he become nude during that transformation, I wonder? Okay, Elena. Yeah. Yes. Right. However, in the current situation, murdering her is maybe not the best idea. No shared rage for her. Oh shit, he's being overlaid? He doesn't have access to that. Wait, what? He doesn't have that information. Yo, our narrator is fully unreliable. What the fuck? Can they be separated? Will they fall apart? Or is this permanent? Is she permanently folded in and a part of him or something? He went himself? Show me. Okay, it's Elena. I could never, not again, not him. Lie. Okay, the goal that unites them is greater than any of them individually. What the fuck? Oh. Side of the fight. He looks normal. And she's alive and whole. Did Elena do this? This just got so much more complicated and I'm loving it. Ba 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 ba. Hmm. And next time? Fitting, given that we just had a reveal that our narrator is missing parts of his memory as far as we can tell. Not necessarily our narrator. He's not our narrator. He is, as far as I can determine, our point of view character for the most part, though. Oh boy. Amnesia is a dangerous game to play with a narrative. It's a dangerous game. Because it's so commonly a patch, a band-aid for bad writing. But this is being introduced in a way that fully seems like it was intended from the start and is core or central to the mysteries. Very interesting. Very interesting. So, Shuichi knew Elena. That wasn't a fabrication on her part, and she wasn't the creepy stalker that we've seen her as, or been led to believe that she was. She was with him. And she went to the alien for a last resort. What else do we see in the memory? Yeah. The memory. Okay, so we sit here. She appears. He freezes. It's her. She sees it as well, right? He's dangerous. I want to kill her. I must stop her. Do I know this person? Recognition. But no. These are Shuichi's memories. And it's overlaid with Shuichi instead. Them walking to school together. Holding hands on the path. Her crying happily about something? Of joy? Him with the bottle. Before she had one, right? Did she not transform him? And that's the lie in his memory? He transformed himself and then forgot about it? Transformed himself into the image of her keychain? Her mascot, or something that she thought was cute or liked? Or maybe it was a devil's bargain. That because he didn't understand the terms, the idea that he has to come up with a clear mental image of whatever he's supposed to be, maybe he did the classic wish spell blunder and phrased it too broadly. Make me someone that Elena will love. Or the image of someone that can protect her. Right? And the alien obliges. Okay, now you're a gigantic Kigurumi monster. You can protect her, and you're the image of something that she loves. Done deal. Nice use of your wish spell, chump. And it's only later that she goes to the place, and she has regrets when she goes. Okay, so they're here together. She's crying out of happiness. He's holding a bottle, smiling. There's no reflection in the glasses. And then there's this, where the blank spot, the dark spot, it's like it's been erased, right? It's like void space. Now, maybe that's actually what they're looking at, but it seems more like it's part of the memory, right? The memory, whatever changed the memory, may have only slightly fucked with this, but because that's core to powers, I think this is the crash site that we're looking at, right? And they might have been the two first people on scene, together, hand in hand. They found it, it seems. So maybe the whatever the alien system is has something that's built in that blocks people who are given powers from knowing about it. Maybe. Okay, but she comes to, and I have to stop this vile woman, and there are tears in her eyes. At hearing that, this is what you think of me? But she's willing to be thought of that way because what she's trying to accomplish is more important, it seems. And it's only her presence that stops him, that pushes him down. So we get this scene, Elena. Could it be him? Yes. But... no, come on, where's the line? Yes, but even if I could be with him, I could never, not again, not him. Context clues make me think that whatever she did before hurt him and she's afraid of hurting him before, but the phrasing also works for, like, but I could never, I want to be with him, but I could never, like, connect to him again, not with him, because of his change. Make me into a monster so that I can connect with the other monster? Okay, but she is given what she thinks she wants, and all of this is a dream inside Alien Boy's head, who then muses. I don't really like his musing here at the end. It's sort of chapter-ending bullshit. Where you just end with truisms. Time ticks away, and the world keeps changing. Oh, I wonder what will happen next. All right, sure. I do like this moment of conflict between the two of them, and it raises significant questions about the nature of Elena's goals, which are raised, I think, 3 times in this episode. I think it's 3. There's at least the one where she's talking to, what's-his-face? Don't get upset with him, he's still a child. I know. We won't be able to complete our goals without his help. Okay. So they don't love working with Subaru, but they're doing it anyway because they need his power for something specific. And it's implied that the power that he unleashes here is nowhere near his full capacity, or that he has another entirely separate power that he's refraining from using. Because when Elena appears, she says, I forget, I don't want you to use that power here, with emphasis on that power. Okay. You have an important part to play. I don't want you to use that power here. Fine. And he backs down. And he backs down again to her, like she's the only one who can keep him contained. He's the hair trigger, rage at a moment's notice, kill you if you look at him funny type character who can only be reeled in by his leader. Okay. Because he respects her strength and nothing else. And she needs him for something, so she has to accommodate him. To an extent. Okay. Okay. Starting this episode with a character telling us that the Elena that's being described is not the Elena that she knew, is an interesting way to start fucking with our heads about what do we really know about Elena and what do we really know about the situation. It makes me think, well, it makes me question, why is she gathering? Why is she gathering tokens in the first place? And is it for the same reason most people are? I don't think so. What if she's trying to stop it? What if she made a mistake once, went to the alien and made a second mistake, doubling down on it and making it worse, and now she's been dedicating herself to trying to stop it? What if she's not evil? She's gathered a group of people who seem aligned with her goal and are informed of her goal. They know what it is. They need Subaru for it. They're planning. They're building out infrastructure. They're building out people while they're continuing to gather power. For what? The only thing that comes to mind is to fight against the aliens, right? Maybe the power thing is more insidious than we've been informed by Alien Boy. Maybe it's not as straightforward as just bring it all back so that we can leave. Maybe it's more just put it in your body so that we can take over humanity. I don't know. I'm just speculating. But anyway, we get a window into her group's dynamics. And at the same time, we get a window into the spirit of Shuichi. He comes to this moment of greatest self-doubt, and takes on the responsibility for something which he's not necessarily responsible for, the responsibility for the death of that woman. Yes, he did not stop her. I don't think that's exactly the same as actually shooting her. Okay, but we watch Yoshioka descend into kind of hysterics, which is unfortunate because we end up in a serious situation. We send Yota out with Claire, and we get pretty deep into Takeuchi's mind space, who's still fucking mad as hell. Alright, and then we come across the scents. And it's a wonderful, wonderful trick to just have a character appear behind your character. Boom. Hello. What a strange stand he has. What a strange Nen power. Giant, two-headed Oni monster creature with giant arms and shit that just smashes. And also he loses his clothes when he creates it. Very strange. Okay, I like the banter between them. It's pretty cool. And then the moment where he turns around and says something that's actually cool, but it's calculated to be, she calls him out on his bullshit. Nope. Ah, damn, it was worth a shot. Good try, buddy. Keep trying. She's hot. I know. We all know. It's true. Okay, the rage sets in, and metamorphosis occurs. Little shit, not even worth my time. So we get a flicker. We get this. Maybe the form you take means something. That smile haunting him. Elena's? Within? Maybe. and then just blood splatters. But he manages to stand despite having half a body. Why are we so weak? And I mean truly mangled. But somehow, the parts of them that exist are combined together, metamorphosed. This is a new power. This is different. Combining into one. There's emphasis on that. The two of us are one stuff building up to this episode as well. And he's able to do it with her. Is he able to do it with Claire? One would have to imagine, of course. He's just never been pushed to. But now that it's possible, what will that look like? Truly being in sync, truly being in unison. Or can he not do it with Claire because she's not a monster? Oh. Maybe. Yeah, maybe if they sustained the same amount of damage, but it was Claire inside, couldn't come back. And she couldn't come back. Maybe they couldn't do this. Because she's not a monster. And maybe that's a factor for Elena. Becoming a monster so she could connect to him? Ending up disconnected even further? Maybe. But anyway, we get some really cool animation for this whole bit. I love this. It's really cool. Colors that don't meet the borders and end up all sketchy and awful like this are really cool. And it works super well here. The big reveal of the whole shtick, the whole thing, fucking awesome. Also terrifying, real scary. And then we put a lot of emphasis onto a bunch of Sakuga cuts. Okay, so there's Blue-Eyed Boy. I'm kind of wondering who that is. But anyway. You're still shit to me, whatever. So we go for it. And we go for lots of dynamic, cool, interesting action shots that you've seen all of before. Every single one of these shots is I would say, a step above competent. They're all really well done. This tracking shot on the hand. Boom, with the full background animation and zooming in on the character. Boom to flip. Flippity dip, and then I think we cut to, no, we do the cut to here first, and then the leg, and then the impact, right. Okay, and then drop, and more stuff happens. Scooby-Doo. This one's a classic. Get whacked, go flying, recover, midair, boom. And then we do the same thing, but without the recovery a little bit later. Low angle shot of the run. Yeah, they're all really classic shots. They're all really well done. But really classic shots. Like the hold on the descending attack into wide for impact. Yeah. Real classic. This stuff, however, is very neat. I am neither, but I know everything about her. And she knows everything about you. Crushed her and threw her away like a worthless piece of trash. Jesus. It's true. And so he gets real mad. What was that one shot? That one. Yeah, is that one in 24? I think it is. She is. And then here, once the movement gets more fluid. Nope, stays at 12. Interesting. It's just her floatiness that's at 24. She's moving every frame, they're moving every 2. That's neat. Some cool effects like that. That was a difficult dynamic camera shot, I think. Not so much because of the way that they move the background. I do like the way that the tree bends before it snaps, though. See that? And then shatters. It's not quite right, but it's good enough. Because a tree would snap like this when it was hit. It wouldn't snap at an impact like that. Because the weight of it at the top would carry it over. Unless she's only a few feet off the ground. I don't think so. I think she's high enough up that it would snap off. Whatever. Lots of cool aerial combat. Good cuts. Utapon cubes. High flying action. good mix of wides into the close-ups. Ah, this one's in 24. Yeah. Well, sort of. Parts of it are. And then all of the shaky cam effects are, of course. It's cool, though. Slowing down the stuff in the foreground because the hand is sweeping by, right? It should gouge all the way to us by this point. But we sort of slow it down to show just how fast she's moving. Or it's moving, I don't know. It's pretty neat. Break that finger. This one's nice and visceral. I like this. I like it a lot. Yeah, 1 frame to cut. So we go straight from grappling with it to snap. Oof. And with sound. Oof, it's the normal snap noise. Yeah, it's one of the stock ones. God damn it. Why does it have to be a recognizable sound effect? Gosh. Gosh. I was gonna praise it for the timing. And it is well timed. Why'd you have to take it off the shelf? Aww. Aww. I know that's a ridiculous thing to be peeved by. I understand. Just like, come on. When you've heard that same noise for ankles and knees and necks and wrists and fingers and shoulders and spines, and it's just all over the place in Western media and Eastern media everywhere. Just like, it's not that hard, really. This isn't rocket science. You find a pencil and you break it in front of the mic, and then you do some modification on it, and then it's done. You got a snapping bone. Come on. Whatever. It really is a ridiculous thing to be peeved by, and I'm actually not that peeved by it. I'm playing it up. Just chill. It's cool. Okay, I don't want you to use that power here. He has some kind of power that he has not been using, or she's referring to the power that he has been using, and that doesn't seem to make sense. No, I think there's another power that he has not been using that she needs him for, and that may be limited. And she turned me into a monster. I hate that vile woman. I just want to kill her. We get the memories and her tears and the realization that maybe we don't know as much as we think we do. We see her scenes again. Get some platitudes / truisms from Alien Boy. Get the internal conflict between Subaru and her. He really doesn't like being stopped. And so she's just like, come at me if you're ready. And he goes, nope, never mind. Because she is that fucking driven, even if I'm killed. And it's more than just that she's driven. She seems to be stuck. As if she's tried to die. And maybe she has. Maybe that's the nature of her power, in some sense. Maybe that's the devil's bargain that she got, right? It strikes me so much as a wish spell, you know? Like a wish spell. You're making a wish to a genie who doesn't necessarily have your best interests in mind, and who may take any loophole in your wording and turn it against you. For, we don't know, but the alien doesn't seem to have morals. Seems to be really interested in people. Which is a pretty classic thing, like a mastermind who is interested in people in the same way that like a child might be interested in the movements of ants on an anthill. With just as much care for their well-being. So it makes me wonder if she struck some kind of Faustian bargain that contained something like, I wish that I could be united with Shuichi forever. Okay, forever? You're immortal and you don't want to be. United with Shuichi? Sure, you're a monster now, so you could transform with him, but you can't because he hates you. And he forgot all about you. Rip. But I don't know. That seems so weird. It seems... It's the kind of thing that an author would do if they wanted their characters to suffer, and there are authors who want their characters to suffer. And I'm reading part 2 of Worm, Parahumans, the web serial, which is really good. And I've read part 1 multiple times, but I never read Ward, the finale, the sequel to it. So I realized that I hadn't read Ward, and I wanted to. So I went and I reread all of Worm to lead up into it, and then I'm about halfway through Ward now, which is a lot. The whole of Worm is like, I don't know. I think it's pretty equivalent to the Lord of the Rings trilogy length, which is a lot, if not a bit longer. I think it's a bit longer. Anyway, Wildbow is an author who makes his characters suffer. He brings plot elements to bear that are just there because let's get more grimdark. I don't really have a problem with it. I quite enjoy it. It's part of why I love Worm, but it's definitely there. And so maybe I'm thinking too much in that verse, you know, that this universe is rigged against our characters. Part of it has to do with the nature of these two stories, in that we're dealing with a seemingly normal world that is visited by an accidental crash-landed alien that doesn't seem to understand us, and then gifted powers that don't really work for us and often work against us, and that becomes a problem. That's Parahumans. That's Worm. Go read Worm, by the way. It's good. You'll probably enjoy it. It's long. Fair warning, it's long, but give it a read. It's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. I like Taylor. She's a good character. She's an interesting character. Some people don't like her. I do. I like Lisa too. Whatever. Anyway, we're on a tangent now, but the reason I bring it up is simply because there are a lot of thematic and plot similarities between Worm's story that Wildbow crafted and this one, especially in terms of powers and the nature of powers. But in Parahumans, you get your powers by triggering in an extremely stressful situation, like your life on the line, or deep abuse, or an emotional moment, or something like that. And then the powers that you get are related to how you triggered. Usually, they're in the same like realm. It's weird, but you don't get to like choose your powers exactly. Huh. This reminds me of that it's kind of a Faustian bargain, and that the alien is at the center of it and may become big deal, and that people's motivations aren't as clear as they might seem. Like, we brought up so many questions about Elena now. We're forced to doubt everything that we think we know about her because our only perspective on her is normalcy up until the moment that Claire found her murdering her family, right? Normalcy up until that point. And then what we know is kind of what Shuichi has been told after the fact or learned secondhand. But now we know that he knew her, and that for some reason he doesn't have those memories, either as part of a ploy by the alien, or a choice made in his own transformation, or something else. Weird. You know, I'm going to say it. I think I'm actually invested in Gleipnir at this point. I think this episode changed things for me a little bit. More than I expected. Because up until this point, it's been kind of like a, yeah, it's good enough show, and I've likened it to Chips repeatedly. And I still think that's a fair comparison. But for the first time, I just got a whiff of something meaty, you know? I feel like I'm a little bit satisfied by this episode. And that little whiff that I just got promises an actual full-course meal. Now, it could fall very flat of that promise. We could end up with overdone steak and underdone potatoes without enough butter. It could be terrible. But still, it's maybe a step up from Chips. I'm intrigued by this. A show that was, in my estimation, rather fluffy is becoming a lot less fluffy. And fluff does not negate gore and hyperviolence. Like, that's still fluff. It can still be fluff. If it doesn't do other things. Now it's doing other things. I'm excited. I'm actually excited. Okay, cool. Let's wrap here. I've been Teeaboo. This has been Gleipnir, episodes 6 and 7. I hope you've enjoyed them as much as I have, and I hope to catch you whenever I end up watching the next episode. It should air tomorrow, but I probably won't watch it tomorrow, but we'll see. Yeah, hope to catch you there. Lots of interesting questions, lots of interesting information and stuff. I'm definitely intrigued. +1 to Gleipnir. That's a wrap. Peace.